Hey everyone, just giving it a second to catch up, checking out my audio is working, which is great. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to get straight into it today, 30-minute class, so you can get off to work on time. And of course, thanks to everyone who joins me live, but also who watches later, because I know I get a lot more views not live than I do live, but it's important to continue to do these things. Okay, so let's start, as we always do, with feet right underneath your hip joints. You're standing up nice and tall, you're open across the chest, and you're just letting your arms hang down beside you. You want to feel grounded into the floor, nice little soft bend of the knees. Big breath in, exhale, we're going to roll down, so bend the knees. Let those arms hang heavy. We're curling all the way to the floor. Big breath in and then exhale, tummy to spine, rolling up all the way. Nice big breath in at the top and rolling down. Forgot to set my watch so I can keep an eye on the time. There we go. Breathing in when we get to the floor. Exhale, tummy to spine, rolling up. And we'll go one last time. So check in with your body, see how you're feeling this morning. Remember how you're feeling so we can compare it to the end of the 30 minutes. Great. Floating those arms out to the side, palms facing forward. Nice big breath in as we tilt to the side. Exhale up. Inhale, tilt to the other side. And exhale up. Beautiful. Just noticing how your body's feeling this morning, whether you're feeling tight and sore or feeling pretty good or whatever it is, just notice it. And with each one, we can take a little bit more range. So go a little bit further with this one. The second last one. And then coming up is the last one to each side. So we can actually let's spend a tiny little bit more time there. So we're over to the side. You can even pop one foot behind the other and just like really lean into it. To maximize that stretch this morning. Feels nice. Coming up through center. Over we go. And crossing your leg over if you want that extra little bit of something. And up we come. Good. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Bend the knees. Gentle double twist. Back through center. Double twist. Great. Hope you're all feeling all right. Starting to feel a bit looser. We don't need any special equipment today. Just you and the mat. Okay, great. We're going to do one more. And then we're going to step to the back of the mat to give those shoulders a bit of a roll. I've just got this cushion here for my knees, so you can grab a pillow or a towel if you like. Just have something underneath your knees if we get to that. Okay, so standing at the back of the mat, we're going to roll down and then place our hands flat on the floor. So bending your knees as much as you need to do that. We're going to walk our hands out just to we're in a crawling position, and we're going to lower the knees almost all the way down. Then we're going to walk back one hand at a time and coming up to standing. So nodding chin to chest, bend the knees. Let the arms hang. Place both hands on the mat first before we start moving, and then you're going to walk out into a crawling position, but the knees don't quite hit the floor here. Walking back one hand at a time, heels flat, firm on your feet before we roll up. So we'll do one more exactly the same as that. And then we'll stay down. So place the hands flat on the mat, walking carefully, trying not to sway your body weight side to side. Lower the knees almost to the mat, and then back we come. So that's the last full round where we come all the way back up to standing. On the next one, we're going to stay down there on our hands and knees. So rolling down, place the hands on the mat, walking forward, hovering the knees just up off the floor. And we're just going to hold this point for a second, building the body heat kind of everywhere, but I feel it a lot in my thighs. You might feel it in your arms or in your chest. It's basically a full body exercise. So all of the above, really, pulling the belly button gently towards your spine. Nice. We're going to do a little bit of rocking back and forth. Please drop down to your elbows if your wrists are giving you a bit of grief. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to lower the knees down to the mat. So I'm going to grab the cushion here, place it underneath my knees, and just get set up in a crawling position. I'll get going with the exercise and then I'll move the computer a little bit closer so you can see better. All right, but here we go. For now, we've got the wrists directly underneath the shoulders, the knees directly underneath the hips. We're going to take the right leg and press it up gently to the roof and drawing it back in underneath you. So what you can see that I've tried to have very little change in my center of gravity, in my pelvis. I don't want my lower back to change position. It's trying to keep that pelvis nice and stable. While you're continuing with that, just move this down to the floor here. Nice. Close. Maybe back there a bit. Always a bit of a challenge getting that computer in the right spot, isn't it? I think, oh. All right, we're just about ready to change our legs. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is taking me ages to get set up. Be great if I had a camera person here with me, wouldn't it? All right, let's change now to the other leg. So, same exercise, pressing your left leg up to the roof and bringing the leg underneath the body. That's it. Pressing up, pulling the knee in, pressing up, pulling the knee in. Beautiful. Again, paying close attention to that lower back, staying nice and stable. And in a couple more reps, we're going to change back to the other side. And let's bring that knee underneath us. Going back to the right leg now, we're going to go out to the side, lifting the knee, and bringing it in underneath the body. Lifting the knee, back underneath the body. Again, we're not trying to overlift the leg. We're trying to keep the pelvis reasonably stable so we can get right into the activation of that glute med. You're pushing through the heel of your hands gently just to make sure the shoulder blades feel nice and strong. How are we coping here? Glutes on fire yet? All right, same leg. We're going back to this higher point here, flexing the foot, watching not to overarch the spine there, squaring up your body. Little pulses at this top range. That's it. Keep the shoulders nice and strong, the belly button drawing in. And 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to straighten out our leg behind us. And this time we're going to get the upper body involved. So we're going to keep the elbows in nice to the body. We're lowering our nose down to the mat. And we're just going to sort of seesaw with the legs. So we can tap the toe on the floor. Lower the elbows down to the mat. I'm not over pressing up that leg, but if you want to lift it a little bit higher, you can. Keeping everything as square as we possibly can. A little bit of a seesaw type action happening. Nice. If you have too much weight over your wrists, it's going to feel quite challenging. So you can adjust your weight a little bit. Bring it back over your knee. And last one. over into the other side. So all of that. All right, re-square up the body. We're taking the left knee and we're going out to the side. Bring it back in, out to the side, bring it back in. Working on keeping the weight centered. Hopefully coping over there. Second side always feels harder, doesn't it? It's just the way it is. The side's done all of the stabilizing. And we'll do maybe 3 more times. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Same leg, pressing it up, give it a little bit of height. And now little pulses, pressing your heel up to the roof, keeping control of that lower back. Nice. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch out that leg behind you. Lower the toe down to the mat. And we're going to press it up, get straight into this exercise. So up we come, tap the toe. Press the leg up. And if you want to give that leg a little bit of height behind you, give that glute an extra workout if you feel like it. We're nearly there. And with this exercise, we'll do one more. Oh, it's a challenge, isn't it? And let's bring the knee in underneath the hips. Sit back on your heels, give your wrists a little bit of a break. A little bit of water if you need it. All right, we're going to come down onto our tummies, I think. We won't be here for long, and we'll get the back extension part out of the way. So basically, just lowering yourself nice and carefully down to the mat, and we're going to take the hands like so. So we're not lying completely flat. And what we want to do is avoid sinking into the lower back there. So you just want to give yourself a little lift underneath the belly button and pushing through the elbows just gently so we can get that nice extension of the upper back and your lower back supported too. All right, a lot of instructions, but let's get going. So we're going to lift just the right knee or the right leg up off the mat and then lower it down. And then the left leg and lower it down. So lots of work for the glutes and the backs of the legs, hammies. And we're just stabilizing with the back for now. It's in an extended position, but we're not moving it around. All right, now we're going to try both legs. So nice, good, strong squeeze of the glutes, lifting both legs up off the floor and lower down. That's it. Both legs up off the floor. We're not getting a lot of range. Got my legs in a turned out position now. So I was parallel before, and now I'm turning them out a little bit. Nice. Keep that belly button drawing in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back to parallel here. And we're going to do some kicking with the legs. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and down. And the other leg, 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. Working through those hamstrings. Exhale, 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 inhale. Really connected through the core. Pushing those elbows gently into the mat. And let's lift the chest up a little bit. Not the chin, just the chest. So we can feel that little bit of upper back extension. Nice. 1, 2, 3, down. And 1, 2, 3, down. Good. If this is available to you, you're going to grab onto your foot and you're just going to give yourself a little bit of a quad stretch here. So it's really however is comfortable for you to hold that stretch. don't punish yourself here. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. We're not going to be here for long. Just a nice little stretch while we're here, may as well. And release. We're going to grab the other one. Just pull it in, however's comfortable for you. Not thinking too much about this one. Won't be here long. And let's release. Nice. So finally we get to spin around and come down to the mat on our back. And we're going to do that by rolling down nice and slowly. So let's sit towards the center of your mat so you've got some space to roll. Excuse me, sitting up as tall as you can. Hands behind the knees so we can get a little bit of leverage to sit up nice and tall. Don't let those knees fall open. Try and keep them parallel. And then exhale, rolling down, bone by bone. Keeping hold of your legs for now. Not that chin. We're going to let our legs go now. So we're reaching the fingertips forward and we're going to go nice and slow, 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 slow. Slow, 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 dragging the feet in. And we'll take the arms all the way behind. So we're going to take the backs of the tops of the arms onto the floor, and we want to be careful that our upper back doesn't lift. Arms are coming forward, and we're lifting the head and chest. Inhale, back down to the mat. Exhale, lift, and inhale, back down to the mat. Exhale, lift, and inhale, back down to the mat. So if you need to or you want to support your head, please do that. If you have a lot of neck pain, irritation, it's better just to keep hold of that head to avoid making it worse. Always able to modify things. Don't ever feel like you have to do something in any Pilates class or fitness class. If it doesn't work for your body, there's always a way to just do something else or do it differently. And we'll do 3 more times. 3 and 2 and holding the next one and 1. Good. From here, either with one hand supporting your head or 2 hands or no hands, turn the palms over and then over again and up and down and over and down. That's it. Lift a little bit higher if you can. Keep that chin nodded. If you're supporting your head, you can still do it with one hand. Nice. And then you could do a little swap. So both hands get to do the motion. Good. I haven't moved my pelvis. Things staying nice and still. Good. Right, both hands behind the head now for everyone. I'm going to bring one knee in. Straighten out your leg. Tap the floor with your heel. Pull your knee in. All the way down. Tap the floor. Pull your knee in. Tap the floor. Pull the knee in. Tap the floor. Pull the knee in. Good. We're going to add a little twist in. So opposite elbow to knee. And we're not going all the way around. We come back to center and then we twist it. Or we'll get to the full crisscross. For now, this is good. This is still very much a challenge. You don't have to do the hardest version straight up every time, but we will get there, I promise. All right, 3 more times on this leg. 3 and 2 and last one. Good. Back to center. Stay lifted if you can. Left knee in. Straighten it out. Tap the floor. Pull it in. Tap the floor. Pull it in. Very nice. Pelvis, all of this stays nice and stable. I'm going to add the twist in. So, here we go. Coming straight back to center. Nice. Hope you're all coping in your lounge rooms or your bedrooms or wherever you're joining me from. Good. All right, we're ready to just knock out the full exercise. So placing both feet onto the floor, press the lower back into the mat. We're going to lift those legs into tabletop. Off we go into a crisscross. Not too quickly. Slow enough so that you can coordinate that breathing. So it's an exhale to twist, inhale here, and exhale to twist, inhale back through center. Keep pulling the belly button down towards the spine. Hopefully you're all feeling your abdominals by now. If not, oh my goodness, you'll have to do this whole series again. We're nearly there, nearly done. And last one, each side. Coming back to center, lowering the legs one at a time, and we'll come down to the mat. We've earned ourselves a little bit of a back stretch, so we're going to cross the left leg over the right. If you want to, you can wrap your foot underneath, only if you want to and if it's available. Otherwise, just cross one leg over the other. You're going to bring the knees up close to your chest, as close as they'll go, and then we're going to allow the legs to fall to the right side. So left leg over right, and then lowering your legs over to the right side. And what that wrap or that bind of the legs does, it just gives a little bit more intensity. It just means that we're kind of forcing our knees onto the floor. I shouldn't say forcing, I should say encouraging. And while we're here, gently encouraging that left shoulder to get closer down to the mat. The back stretches, back twists, rotations always feel nice after abdominal stuff. And it's a nice little calming thing to do for our bodies as well. All right, so we have to unwrap ourselves from here. So drawing the belly button, we're going to gently bring the legs back up to center and down to the mat. Uncross, recross the other way. If you want to, wrap your foot around the other one. Not to worry if that's not available. Bring the knees as close to your chest as possible, and then lowering down over to that left side, and then gently twisting over your right shoulder and noticing in your own body which side is tighter. For me, my gosh, this side is much tighter. I can't seem to get my right shoulder as close to the floor as I could on the other side. That's okay. Feels nice to lie and stretch like this. Nice big deep breaths, and we're gently increasing the twist with each exhale breath through the bottom of the ribs, through the waist. Nice. All right, we're going to think about bringing those legs back up through center. So draw the tummy muscles in, just gently lifting the legs up. Oops, there's that fit ball. And then lowering down, uncrossing the legs. And we're going to place the feet in a neutral position. So we haven't even done any bridging or pelvic curls yet. So we usually do them at the beginning, and we're going to do them now. So relax those shoulders into the mat, nice neutral spine, sink the tummy, press the lower vertebra into the mat, and we'll continue to roll up into a nice bridge and rolling down. So doing this exercise towards the end of your session feels different than doing it at the beginning, just like anything really. And so if you do Pilates with me a lot, you'll notice that now hopefully your spine feels a little bit different. We've already warmed up all of our other muscles. So hopefully just something a bit nice for your spine now to do these when you're warm. It is a great exercise to start with though, because it does warm up all the major muscle groups. So squeeze those glutes at the top, rolling down, back to center, rolling up, squeeze your glutes, rolling down. Nice. And we'll do maybe 3 more. 3. And 2. And last one. All right. We've already done quite a lot for our glutes today, so we're not going to stick around too much for that. We've only got 5 minutes left, so there's a couple of things I want to do. So let's straighten out the arms and legs. You're going to come with the arms first, nodding chin to chest. We're going to roll up. You're going to round the spine. We're going to sit nice and tall here. And then we're going to twist our body. So placing one hand on your leg, one hand on the mat. And you're just going to twist around over your shoulder. Watch we're not elevating the shoulders here. Going back to center, around to the other side, hand on the outside of your leg, other hand on the mat. Give yourself a little twist. Back to center and rolling down. We're going to try that again. All right, so up we come. Nice and smooth, round the back, sit tall, and twist. Not going to spend as long this time. Up through center, and twist. So very much a postural exercise. It is hard to sit up straight with your legs out in front of you. If you need to bend your knees, I am fine with that. You do what you need to do. Keep these ribs closed here. We're not lifting the upper back off the floor. Rolling up, round the spine, shoulders over hips at this point here. Sitting nice and tall, tipping the pelvis forward so we can get that nice long spine. Twist. Sitting up. Twist. Sitting up. Arms come forward. Rolling down. I think we should do one more. I think it's the right thing to do. Rolling up. Extend. Twist. We won't roll all the way down. We'll do one more little thing here before, unfortunately, we probably have to say goodbye to each other. From here, we're going to drag our feet in. If you need to, you can grab onto your legs to support them as we lift up and try and find this balance. This exercise is not for everyone, so place your feet on the floor if that feels better for you. The rest of us, reaching the fingertips towards your toes, squeeze those knees together. All right, keeping the legs stable, we're going to roll back with the upper body and then sitting tall. Then we're going to straighten out the legs a little bit, not all the way. And then we go back with the top half of the body, not too far, sitting tall. And then we stretch the legs just a little bit, pulling them in. Not an easy exercise. Rolling back, sitting tall, stretch the legs, pull it in. 2 more sets, you can do it. Rolling back, sitting tall, stretch the legs, pull it in. Last one. Rolling back, sitting tall, stretch the legs, pull it in. Nice. Lower those legs down. Okay, we're going to make our way up onto our feet. So let's try and do that as we always do with no hands. So however you like to do that. And up we go. Finding your space on the mat. Just to conclude with the roll downs, remember how you felt when we started, compare it to how you feel now. Just about ready to get into your work day. So standing nice and tall, big breath in and exhale, rolling down, bend those knees. Hopefully your body feeling a lot looser, like you've had a good little workout, if that's what you're doing today. Maybe you're not going to work. Still a nice way to start your day. Rolling up. Last one. Make it the best one. Make your exhale breath last all the way to the floor. And rolling up. And we're all done. Thanks everyone for joining me. I appreciate you giving up your mornings to spend 30 minutes with me doing some Pilates, and to everyone who joins me later, I really appreciate all your support. Okay, have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye.